Welcome back to the Mike Show. It's 1994 and Korn released their debut album, Korn. Machine Head released Burn My Eyes, another album that had a pretty strong influence on me. 9 Inch Nails released The Downward Spiral. Marilyn Manson released A Portrait of an American Family. And Cannibal Corpse released The Bleeding, the last Cannibal album to feature Chris Barnes on vocals. But enough about those guys. We're here to talk about Pantera. Pantera released Far Beyond Driven that year, their fastest-selling album, which peaked at number 1 on the Billboard charts 1 week after being released, snatching the top spot from Bonnie Raitt and Ace of Base. Certified platinum. This is probably the heaviest record to ever achieve that number 1 spot on Billboard. This was the Pantera album where Diamond Darrell becomes Dimebag Darrell. This is technically Pantera's 7th studio album. I'm just not that big of a fan of the first 4 non-major label releases. But look him up and give him a chance for yourself. This is the first time the band co-produced an album with Terry Date, who produced all of the previous Pantera releases. Drummer Vinnie Paul said that the band had the album title before they had any of the songs written for it. Singer Phil Anselmo said that the plan was to write a balls-out heavy metal record with no compromise. Now, this was at the time that grunge was pretty much ruling the airwaves. Tons of bands tried to change their sound up to fit that grunge sound, but not Pantera, which makes taking that top spot on Billboard even more impressive. The 3 singles released on this album were 5 Minutes Alone, I'm Broken, and Becoming. 5 Minutes Alone was written about a lawsuit from a Megadeth fan. Pantera was opening for Megadeth and a kid was in the 5th row flipping Phil off the whole show, and that kid said Phil beat his ass. No one witnessed this incident, but the kid and his father filed a lawsuit anyway. The kid's father called Pantera's management and said he didn't care about the lawsuit. He just wanted 5 minutes alone with Phil Anselmo. Pantera's management replied, "I really doubt that you do," and hung up on the man. The song Good Friends and a Bottle of Pills are based on Phil's real-life sexual exploits, partly inspired by Phil getting into Nick Cave. The song starts off with the lyrics, "I fucked your girlfriend last night." Phil revealed that this was a true story, but he would never reveal who the song was about. When the album was released, singer Phil Anselmo had ruptured discs in his back and suffered chronic back pain from degenerative disc disease. This started Phil down a path of heavy drinking, abusing pain pills, and then doing heroin to fight the back pain. This was the inspiration for the song I'm Broken. Far Beyond Driven was a reaction to Nirvana's In Utero. One day, bassist Rex Brown was record shopping with the band's producer Terry Date to see what new heavy music was popular. They picked up In Utero and upon listening to it thought, fuck, if that's what people are listening to, we don't want any part of it. The 3rd single, Becoming, grew out of Dime messing around with his Digitech whammy pedal. That riff sounds like somebody stomping on a cat's tail to me, and I love it. The song 25 Years was Pantera's take on the Melvin slow droning style. The Japanese version of the album came with an extra track, The Badge, which was a Poison Idea cover, a song that was featured on the soundtrack for the movie The Crow. The original album cover showed a huge drill going into someone's ass, but the record label rejected it because stores like Target and Walmart wouldn't carry it. So the band changed it to a drill going into a man's forehead. All right, let's wrap this sucker up. Thanks for joining me for this episode of The Mike Show. Bash that subscribe button and beat the shit out of that notification bell. See everybody next time.
Hello there, listen to me. Do you want to know about all the new things? Then hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. Hit all the bells, Liberty Bell, bells and whistles, smoke and mirrors, smokes and magics. Just jump through the hoops like they want you to.